The Western Regionals last year was a great opportunity for us coming out of COVID, obviously, with being able to come together as a province again. I think it was a great step forward for us. We've had great success, obviously, provincially before COVID hit, and then obviously going to that Western Canadian Championship really allowed us to kind of establish ourselves within Western Canada and all the provinces as well.
Yeah, well, going to Westerns last year, we didn't play all the teams, obviously, in Canada. But we played Alberta, which is probably our toughest competition there. So having like 2 good games against them and losing one of them is probably gonna help us just know that even if we lose one, we can still come back.
I think we have such a big group of girls that are coming back to these games. So I think the team culture is really awesome coming off of a win, and especially like the new girls that are coming in will feed into that culture as well that we've already created. So I think that can really help us.
We're looking for those returners to bring that leadership. They obviously know the pressures of what an event like that entails, and then they can kind of teach the younger players that come up through the program as well. So yeah, it's a huge advantage for us as a province, obviously, going to the furthest province away for winter games, but having all those players experience what they experienced last year on a big stage like that, and to be able to bring it into the event definitely gives us an advantage for sure.
So I played box lacrosse for the summer games, and we unfortunately lost in the final, but I think that experience will just help, because just the whole summer games is such a cool experience, not only playing like box lacrosse, but watching all the other sports and just being at the event.
Well, I've never been to these like anything like this before, and as we know, second biggest scale compared to the Olympics. So obviously it's going to be like super overwhelming, I can only imagine. But I think just kind of enjoying everything and taking everything in could be the best way to go into these.
It's going to be very unique. There's going to be what we call lightning bolts that happen all the time, where buses that take you around are going to be late. There could be snowstorms that are out there. There's all hundreds of athletes that are there, volunteers. So you can imagine that the itineraries will change daily. But for us, it's just living in the moment and being grateful that we're there.